And we're back. This is the Gentleman Juggcast with myself, Gentleman Jugg, and Son.
What's up?
All right. So hopefully you enjoyed the last episode, kids, because now we got a brand new one for you. And it's coming in hot. This is the second movie in the New 52 pantheon that they have for movies in DC. And this one is Justice League War. I would assume that is the direct sequel to the Flashpoint Paradox that we reviewed last week. What do you think?
I kind of thought it wasn't.
You thought it wasn't?
Well, because the Flash doesn't even recognize Batman in this one.
Well, yeah, but like if you remember how the Flashpoint is supposed to go, um, things are supposed to be like a little bit different, like a little bit off.
But at the end of Flashpoint, they already knew who each other were. In this one, they don't even know who each other are.
I will, I'll give you that, but at the same time, though, this is the Flashpoint Paradox movie was supposed to be the start of the New 52.
Well, we'll say it's the direct sequel then.
I'll say it's the direct sequel because at the very end of the Flashpoint Paradox, there's a after the credits, there's another scene, and in that scene, there's a they're showing parademons showing up to Earth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And those same parademons, they look the same, show up in this movie.
Yeah.
So, by the way, people, we're talking spoilers again. I mean, you might as well just go ahead and assume that. Don't come into our freaking thing thinking that we're not going to talk spoilers because that's what we're doing. That's just what the fuck we do. All right, we're spoiling all of this. So, here's how I looked at it. All right, this movie basically had completely different voice actors in it. Like you had this cat named Shamar Moore. He was playing Cyborg instead of Michael B. Jordan, who was
Yeah.
playing Cyborg in the last movie. But then you also had, this other dude named Christopher Gorham. He was playing the Flash, so he's a completely different voice. Matter of fact, every single one of these voices are completely different. You had this other dude named Jason O'Mara, and he was playing Batman. Now, you know me, I'm all about Kevin Conroy. Give me that all day.
Was Kevin Conroy the one in Flashpoint?
Yeah,
Like at the end, not Thomas Batman.
yeah, that's Kevin Conroy, and he's Batman. He like I said in the last one, he's the Batman that I hear every single time. You heard him. You know what he sounds like.
Yeah.
So Kevin Conroy to me is the quintessential voice of Batman, and this guy Jason O'Mara, I just it didn't do it for me. It didn't give me the warm and fuzzies. It didn't give me the tickles.
The bat
It
tickles.
didn't give me the bat tickles. You know, um, he's fine. He's anybody could be Batman.
Yeah.
I guess. And he's fine. Um, and you had Alan Tudyk. He's playing Superman. So it's not Tim Daly. I think that's his name.
Now he's playing the Superman who doesn't get probed.
Yeah, yeah. This is like the true break my kneecaps Superman.
This is Superman unprobed.
Unprobed. That's what they say on MTV. Unprobed. That's a little bit too old for you. um, but then you had this other cat. His name was Steve Bloom, right? And Steve Bloom in the Flashpoint Paradox, he was Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
In this movie, he's Darkseid. Okay, and I didn't like him as Lex Luthor, and I for damn sure don't like him as Darkseid. I did not like him. I'm once again old school. Give me Michael Ironside playing Darkseid. That Darkseid from the Justice League or Justice League Unlimited,
Or
and
Superman the
yeah, event
animated.
yeah. I like that voice. Give me that shit all day. Fucking spread that shit all over pancakes. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, but other than that, though, this movie itself, it kind of had like a comedic weight to it that I kind of didn't appreciate that much. Um, appreciate it because um to me there was like too many people trying to be funny.
Well, I think the one who tried the most was Green Lantern.
Well, yeah, because like Hal Jordan to me never really gave me the impression that he's like that. I think that's coming from more of like the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
because that one was supposed to be more comedic. Um, but in this particular movie, I think he's trying to invoke that, and I don't know why. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to make sense to me. Why would you want to do that? I wouldn't want to do that. But I think that's where they were kind of going with it. I think that those roles kind of should have been reversed. Like maybe the Flash should have been doing it.
That's what I thought, because Flash acted serious like Hal Jordan would.
Yeah,
But then Hal Jordan made jokes like Flash would.
yeah, and then it gets even worse because then you get Shazam, who I didn't like this Shazam. I didn't like him at all.
Did you even like Thunder?
You know what? I identified more with Dr. Thunder, or what do we call him? Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah. I identified with him a lot more than Shazam here. And maybe that's because the character is a kid. I don't have a problem with that. I also think that being as a character, if you know the lore, that Shazam is supposed to be about as strong as Superman and can actually beat him.
Yeah.
Because he's all about magic. It can just, snot bubble the hell out of this dude.
That's why Superman has to use his brain.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a Shazam bolt to the freaking dome just so I can beat this kid.
I'm just gonna cover his mouth.
Yeah. So I don't know. Shazam just also didn't do it for me. But last podcast, and the inaugural one, as it were, I said that his name was Vincent Cyborg, and that was wrong. That was very wrong.
Oh.
His name is fucking Victor, and I only know that because A, I'm into comics, but B, they said it like about a bazillion times in this movie. Vic Stone, oh, Victory Stone. That's what I remember seeing that a lot. I'm like, I think I said his name was Vincent, and, and I was wrong. I was wrong the whole time.
Oh, Obama didn't help you in the last one?
No, and matter of fact, Obama wasn't even in this one.
Yeah.
He was not in this one at all. They had a regular. Was there even a president that was shown in this one? Yes, there was at the very end. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, but it wasn't Obama.
No, it was not Obama. It was some other guy, But they didn't. I don't remember them saying who it was. They might as well have called him Obama, right?
This is the old man alternate version of Obama.
So, there's a synopsis in this that we're gonna kind of get through on this movie. So basically, like I said, spoilers again. In this movie, I'm okay with Shamar Moore playing Cyborg. I'm fine with that. He did fine. It wasn't a big deal. But there is one thing that I am kind of getting sick and tired of when it comes to the character Cyborg. And for me, he's not, in my mind, he's not a core member of the Justice League.
Like Martian Manhunter.
Yeah. Like when I see the Justice League, Batman, Superman, I'll even give Aquaman a thing in there sometimes.
Fishman.
I'll even go ahead and throw in, Flash GL. I don't care if it's Hal Jordan or John Stewart. I don't care. And Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. Yeah, I'm all about that. Bring me that shit. But this, they've been doing this new thing where they're like, let's go ahead and trade out Martian Manhunter for Cyborg. And I'm like, why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Because I always thought of Cyborg as a Teen Titans member.
Yeah, well, that's how I always thought of him too, as a Teen Titans guy. I don't have a problem with him being in the Justice League. I just don't want him being like a core member of the Justice League.
Yeah, I want John Jones, the OG.
Do you even know what that even means?
It means original.
Original what?
Original guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Go ahead and believe that, son. Okay, so this movie, for the most part, it starts with what's it called? It starts with Batman and Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Um, they're basically chasing down a parademon because apparently some stuff is happening in Gotham. People are getting jacked up. People are getting freaking kidnapped, but they're not getting killed, and GL's been basically following this one parademon through Gotham, and he comes across one, and then Batman shows up a little bit later, and then
He's like, "Get out of my city."
Yeah, they basically buddy cop this whole entire thing, right?
Yeah.
And that at the end, of course, the parademon dies, and you can see right away that this Hal Jordan is just basically a comedic relief type of character, right?
Yes.
He's sitting there trying to he's not really cracking jokes. It's really more of like his attitude, like he's a jock. And seeing of this person, I don't ever understand how this Hal Jordan ever got a ring from the Guardians of how he acts.
Maybe the Guardians are into his sense of humor. They laughed so hard he deserved a ring.
Maybe they like seeing how the freaking suit fills out with him in it. That's a tight suit, Hal Jordan. You look very tight in that suit.
That's why he's the Green Lantern.
That's why he's the Green Lantern. We had to snatch him up before the freaking Star Sapphires got him, right?
Yeah.
We had to get him, because they were going to get him. And then, do you know how good he could have looked in pink?
Yeah.
Okay? Enough said. Shatter my ankles, Hal Jordan.
Yeah, and Pinky could have beaten Superman.
Break my kneecaps, Hal Jordan. Freaking hit me in the face with a brick, Hal Jordan. So, but when the parademon explodes, the story gets going, and then you cut immediately to a cyborg story. So they got 7 characters that they got to sit there and freaking give screen time to. So they immediately cut to a cyborg origin story.
Playing some football.
Yeah, he's playing some football. He's been, Billy Batson gets in there. I mean, you don't know that you're not supposed to know that that's Billy Batson, but that's who the fuck it is.
I mean, that's who I knew it was immediately.
I mean, if you know who he is as a character, then you know who the fuck that is.
You're like, yeah, that's not some normal kid.
Yeah. So, of course, Victor Stone makes the freaking, he makes the freaking quarterback play. I always thought he was a running back, but whatever. I don't know. But he makes the play, wins the game, sees his dad isn't there, and then he's a little buttered.
He has to be the quarterback because they have to make the joke his arm's a cannon.
I didn't even put that together. I didn't even put that together at all.
Billy Batson keeps saying it. Your arm's a cannon, dude.
Yeah, just hitting the nail on the fucking head. Your arm is a cannon. So,
and then it becomes one.
Yeah. Later, we're spoiling it in the spoiler review.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So, in the cyborg origin story, they're also revealing Flash as well. And he's more serious. Even though comedic things happen to him, he's not like a comedic character.
Yeah, he's not like Green Lantern him.
Yeah, like when I saw him sit there and deliver lunch to his entire office, the dude's like, hey, somebody took my burrito.
Yeah, someone took my burrito.
Does anybody have an extra burrito? Because that one was mine. I had it.
I mean, you could always just get another one.
I mean, he could, but I guess he's too lazy to do that.
Yeah, even though his job is literally to run everywhere.
Could you imagine if he freaking ran there, got a fucking burrito, came back, sat at his desk like he didn't lose a burrito?
Yeah, but how did the burritos stay intact with him running?
The same way that he freaking keeps people's necks from snapping when he breaks off into a run after saving their life.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, sorry to stop here in the middle of whatever fantastic point that I was about to make about whatever it is you're listening to, but I got to talk to you about this week's sponsor, Anchor FM. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Look, I've been doing this podcast for probably about a little while, and this app is actually very, very, very easy to use. It's been a lot of fun for me and Son to sit there and record. So why don't you get started with anchor.fm? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Now back to the podcast.
During that time, Wonder Woman, she gets introduced and she's hanging out with Steve Trevor
In a car.
in a limo.
In a car.
Okay, it's fucking limo. Okay,
A car.
You don't fucking bring, Wonder Woman in anything less than a fucking limo. All right, this bitch has a sword. She will cut you.
Yes.
She will stab you in the ass.
Yeah, you'll know what it's like to get probed.
I don't think she carries probes. I think she just carries just the sword and the lasso, right?
Yes. Well, and a shield sometimes. Well, I don't remember she had a shield in this one.
I don't think she had a shield at all in this one. But like Steve Trevor's supposed to be like trying to like be like the liaison for just her. And during that course, what's he doing? He's just basically just sitting there just, like Wonder Woman, you gotta do this thing, you gotta do that thing, and she's just like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'm like, yeah, I can do that shit.
Or if she does something he doesn't like, he's like, hey, stop that.
Yeah, but then she comes out of the limo and like she sits there and embarrasses the fuck out of a dude and publicly, I mean, I guess they just kind of do that shit on Themyscira where they just embarrass people. This dude, all he was doing was saying what was in his mind and in his heart, and then she forced him to say even deeper than that.
And all the
publicly humiliate this fucking guy.
That's a real hero right there.
Right? Is that what we're reduced to in Wonder Woman?
That's what heroes do.
Well, whatever. So, immediately after that, we go back to Batman and Green Lantern. They figure out the problem, the thing explodes, they fucking keep doing their thing, and then they have to go to Metropolis for whatever reason.
Because they said the thing's alien, and, So
they just assumed Superman was alien.
So they're like, yeah, he's alien, so he knows what this is.
Well, they assume that. I mean, like...
That's what they think.
Well, like, I never liked the fact that, like, oh, he's alien, so, I mean, like, I don't know at this point in the movie. Is there, like, some other movie where he just kind of, like started talking about how he's an alien or some shit like that? Did he ever tell people I'm an alien? That's why I can do the things that I do, and I'm here to sit there and smash all the bitches, and I'm gonna fucking, lift all the buildings. Yep. So, but whatever. They go there, and Superman's already fighting a parademon, and Green Lantern decides, I'm gonna freaking go ahead and handle this shit. Batman, you just stay in the back.
You just stay in this box here.
Yeah, you stay in the back, and I'm gonna go handle Superman. And Superman starts fucking just donkey punching this dude in the back of the head, just beating the ever-loving fuck out of him to the point where like Batman's like, I gotta get involved. So Batman gets involved, and then it gets to a point where Superman starts doing all of his cliche things when he's fighting Batman and Superman, or Batman and Green Lantern.
This made me laugh more than Green Lantern's jokes.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you see him, like, he breaks through the chains, and he sits there and he freaking catches something really fast, and
then he lets stuff bounce off of him.
Yeah, but things bounce off of him. Then Green Lantern sits there and shields him in his own bubble, right? And then Superman does the freaking punch that he always does that was first introduced in Man of Steel, where he's like flying in the air punch.
That's the new smile at the camera and fly away.
I don't know if that's it, because he still smiled at the camera and flew away.
Oh. Well, it's added. It's added to it.
Like, this is another thing, But look, I'll tell you right now, I'm all about the fucking punch thing. I like that thing. I like that it's being used in so much other stuff, and it's a thing that came out like, not that long ago.
No.
And now it's like that's his thing. He sits there and flies punch, then flies punch. I like that.
It's even an injustice.
Yeah, it's all the time, and I will be upset if I don't see it happen again in these movies.
Yeah.
And anything going forward where Superman has to like do a thing, I want to see that move.
Yeah, do that to some guy.
Do it to some guy.
Yeah, do it to Joe.
Do it to that guy. Do it to this hobo over here.
Do it to Joe the Robber.
Who?
Joe the Robber.
Joe the Robber.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the most part, like Wonder Woman, when they get back to talking about Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor's there, and he's doing his thing.
Just walking around.
Walking around. Wonder Woman gets to eat some ice cream. Wonder Woman, she does this thing. I've only noticed it in the Wonder Woman live action movie, where like somebody introduces ice cream to her, and she just basically, just like creams her pants.
She's just like, this is the greatest food that I've ever had. You should be very proud. I'm gonna wave my sword at you.
Yeah, because that's how she points at people. She points with a sword in their face. You, with a sword in your face.
Well, Aquaman does it with his trident.
You, this was delicious. It's like, all right, you're a little intense. Put the fucking sword away, dude. All right, so. But like getting back to Superman and Batman and Green Lantern fighting, Superman basically is like, he's like a super jock, and he's giving off all kinds of super jock vibes. Like, I want Superman to hit me with a building.
He's like, this is the man you can't probe.
Yeah, you're not probing this guy. I break fingers. Okay. I break devices. So, but it's like after Green Lantern, Superman, and Batman finally become cool with each other and shit like that, you get to see your first look at Darkseid. And immediately I'm like, I already hate the voice. Yes. It's like, I immediately hated it right away. Fuck this fucking voice. I hated it. I did.
It's like, I can't even do it. It's like
robotic, but like stupid.
It's like, he talks like a robot a little bit.
It is basically a robot for the most part.
Just, I'm Darkseid.
Yeah. So they cut back to Cyborg, and then his origin story is pretty much complete. He
walks into Star Labs.
He becomes Cyborg, and then that's it. Scene over.
Then Flash shows up.
Yeah, then Flash shows up, and then Flash leaves. Okay, and then freaking then you get Superman. He like Wonder Woman is basically fighting. Somehow manages to get herself on Air Force One.
Yep.
To save the president. And then while this is going down, I guess Superman notices that this is also going down as well as the parademons start, flooding the area.
He's like fighting with Batman and Green Lantern, and then he's like, I took out all these parademons. Oh, there's more, but I gotta patch that plane.
Well, it's more like, all right, you guys got this, right? And then he's gone.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't just Irish goodbye where he just left.
I mean, you can clearly see Green Lantern and Batman don't got this.
They didn't have it when he was there.
And then he's like, all right, you guys got this. Good luck.
And then he left. So whatever. So he leaves. And then he goes and finds the president, who's basically plummeting on Air Force One. He comes over there, he catches the plane, then Wonder Woman comes down, and then both of them, they just look at each other like, you want to fuck? And she's like, I do want to fuck.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Where they're just like, we are going to fuck tomorrow. All right, we got to handle this we're doing that. All right. So they get that look, and then that's that, pretty much.
Well, poor Steve Trevor, you shouldn't have just stood there.
Always the bridesmaid and never the bride.
Yeah, you should have gotten a better car.
Yeah, he should have got a better car. He shouldn't have come in with a limo. He should have came with like a Batmobile. That might have had Wonder Woman dripping.
You should have bought more ice cream.
He should have bought more ice cream. I mean, he was trying to hit on her, but then he realized, oh, I can't compete with Superman. So,
well, I mean, he didn't try though.
Gracefully bowed out is what he did.
He could have tried to stop the man who can't be probed, but he didn't.
Now I'll never get my my Amazon goddess. You know. So when when Darkseid shows up, basically from what I see, he basically ragdolled every single one of the superheroes, right? Just came out beating ass.
And he lit the water on fire.
Well, the water was already on fire. I mean, that's just like, Batman v Superman. It's not my fault that the grenade flew down the hallway and you guys neglected to jump out of the way.
Yeah, you should have just moved.
You should have just moved. It's not my fault, that my car that was attached to another car sat there and started freaking, ping-ponging across the trucks and hit you guys. That's not my fault.
Just move.
You shouldn't have been in the truck to begin with, okay? That's what I'm seeing, with this. The water's on fire because it's not his fault. You can't blame him. We agreed?
Yes.
Okay. So Darkseid comes in. He pretty much, beats everybody's ass.
Like everyone besides Batman was like, "Hey, Wonder Woman, look at this," and they just get one shot. Except Superman, he was kind of fighting him a little bit.
Yeah. Flash does his thing. Everybody kind of gets like a moment to shine for like a second.
And then Batman threw a batarang at him.
Yeah, yeah. But then like toward the very end, like Superman, he ends up getting freaking, captured from a plan by Desaad. That ends up, forcing him to actually kind of be like turned into like, they kept saying parademon, but he never turned into a parademon.
He just got some blue glue all over him.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing though. Superman is the strongest ever in the galaxy on Earth. Right? So like when he's on Earth, unless it's a planet with a white star, right? But when he's on Earth, he's the strongest there is in the galaxy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they sit there and take Superman, they turn him into a parademon, and over time, his freaking power starts freaking slowing down, then he just becomes a regular dude. Then it's like, well, all right then, we just wasted our time.
Well,
just dump him back on Earth then, or kill him, I guess. Now, that'd be the simple solution. Just snap his fucking neck, Darkseid.
Well, I don't know if computer Darkseid can do that.
You download a program and just freaking like alt-delete.
I mean, computer Darkseid loses his first fight.
Yeah, but like, he did, but he didn't. I mean, like, this dude's been conquering worlds, so it's not his first fight. It's first fight on Earth. That's what he's doing. He's losing fights on Earth. So, basically, Batman goes to try to get Superman back, leaves Green Lantern in charge, which is stupid. He should have just went to Flash, like, hey, Flash, or Wonder Woman. Either one, or hell, Cyborg would have been the most competent person. Hey, run XYZ plan.
Hey, your computer, do something.
Make this work. So when I get back, all we got to do is freaking punch Darkseid, and that's it. But he didn't do that. He's stupid. But whatever.
Well, we had to choose the comic relief for fun.
I guess.
We have to make the movie funny.
Yeah. So, but it's like before that time, Batman shares his origin story with us yet again.
Well, in case you didn't know that his parents died.
I mean, it was quick, though. It was like a quick line. Yeah, my parents were killed in front of me. My name is Bruce Wayne. And he says that to GL, and I'm like, there's no reason why you had to say that to G. Well, Superman already figured it out and said it out loud, right? So,
I guess, but you didn't have to tell him your parents died again.
It wasn't even a freaking, like, he figured it out. It was more like... he's like, I X-ray vision. Bruce Wayne, no shit. And then,
Bruce Wayne's like, oh, Clark Kent.
Yeah. Well, he already knew who Clark Kent was. That's how him observing people. I know where you shower. I know where you hang your cape. That would have been way better if he would have said shit like that. Like if it would have been Kevin Conroy, Superman. It would have been better if I knew where else you hang your cape.
Yeah.
Right? Some shit like that.
But you said, I know where you shower.
Superman, I know where you shower.
I know when you shower.
Don't walk away from me.
I drink your bathwater.
Oh! You imagine the bathwater Superman would have? That dude goes like everywhere. Like all the time. He goes like everywhere.
Well, does Superman even take a bath though?
I'm sure he does.
Oh well,
It's just skin, Jalen.
I mean,
It's just skin. so, son, Darkseid comes out.
I am Darkseid.
Yeah, and he freaking just, Wonder Woman stabs him in the eye with a sword, right?
Yes.
And he's just got blood running down his face for a while, right? With one eye left, and he's doing it. He's still beating ass. And then, what is it? Flash gets him in the other eye
with a crowbar.
With a crowbar, which I would think that has to be worse. It didn't bleed as much.
But how did a crowbar hurt Darkseid? Like,
we don't know how gooey them eyes are.
Is it me or like these speedsters in the movies? They keep grabbing this random stuff that just works. Like Zoom, the last one, grabbed some random pipe.
Well, when you're a speedster, anything can work, right? Speedster, anything can work. I mean, like, he could have sat there and freaking took him out with a pencil, right?
Yes.
A water bottle. If he go fast enough, I bet he could.
A spoon.
A freaking a tablespoon of salt. I don't know.
A t-shirt.
Yeah, anything. If he's going at the speed of light, he probably could have done anything into his eye. But then Darkseid somehow becomes even more dangerous when he's blind.
Well,
he knows where they are still. Right?
I mean, if Daredevil can do it, so can Darkseid.
I guess. Maybe Darkseid has, sonar vision. It's fucking dolphin out there.
Well, I mean, he is a computer.
Of sorts. A computer that bleeds.
Yes, like Brainiac.
Sure. But then, Cyborg inadvertently ends up figuring out that he can also open up a mother box. He opens up a couple boom tubes here and there. And with his boom tubes, the idea is to sit there and push Darkseid back into the boom tube that goes back to wherever it is. They didn't say Apocalypse, but I assume that's where it is going.
I mean, he could just be going to Mars.
To get some new eyes.
Get some John Jones.
Yeah. Get some John Jones. I don't know how to do his voice. I don't like that voice, But it's I'm going to go get me a green Martian. See what's up with them white Martians. So, all right. So, but Darkseid is still freaking just in beast mode, chasing after, I think, the Flash with his fists, right? He's punching the ground, almost keeping up with the Flash in his fists.
And then Batman threw a batarang at him.
When he came back, he threw a batarang at him, hit him in the face, and then he actually did the other thing. All the other superheroes are sitting there freaking punching him and hitting him with swords and shit. And then Batman jumps on him, puts his utility belt on his chest, presses a thrust, which I'm like, why would you even need that? What application is that for? I need to go backwards really fast. Right? From where it was placed, he's going backwards, right?
Yes, but then even after that, even without the utility belt, he just somehow pulls a batarang out of somewhere and just starts throwing more.
Yeah, because the thing didn't blow up, did it? He probably could have got his belt back. He just has him in the car. I got an extra belt in the car.
He's got him in his socks. He's got more batarangs in there.
So, but then Superman comes out and he freaking basically snot bubbles Darkseid back into the freaking boom tube for the most part. I mean, then everybody else hits him with stuff and then he falls in and then that's it. Boom tube closes, it's over. But what if it didn't close and just took his head off?
Well, then the rest of the movies wouldn't happen.
I guess. I don't know. They could have.
Well, not the last one.
I haven't seen the last one yet, so I guess we'll talk about that one.
Well, I haven't seen the last one either. But
then how the fuck do you know?
Because I just know.
Okay. So, all right. Well, with this movie, we gave the last one a rating. What do you give this one?
How about you go first?
Me? Okay. I I give it a 3. A reason why I give it a 3 is because like I liked it. I thought the animation was great. I thought it was fine. It's just there are more elements in that movie that I didn't like than I did. It wasn't a terrible movie. It's just it was fine.
Oh,
So as 3 is perfectly average. We're going 1 to 5, right?
yes.
So 3 is perfectly average.
I mean, I gave it a 2.
2? Holy crap! Did it fucking like shit on your fish tank?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Why
just-
are you giving it a 2?
It's just not Flashpoint.
I mean, was Flashpoint that good to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, see, Flashpoint really mattered because with Flashpoint, I learned how to use a pencil because of that movie.
How did you learn to use a pencil?
How did you learn how to use a pencil?
Like by being taught how to use a pencil as a kid.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
A pencil. So how did you learn how to use a pencil? How did this movie that came out in 2013 teach you how to use a 2014 teach you how to use a pencil? You would have been 10.
Well, there's not even a pencil in the movie.
Whatever. Okay, moving on. So you give it a 2, I give it a 3. All right, then. There you go. So we'll go ahead and call that an episode. Do you have anything you want to sit there and share? Because I do. Make sure. I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Gentleman Jugg. I know, right? A real original.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Yeah. And I put video games up on there. And pretty soon I'll start actually putting myself in commentation or commentating on my games when I play them.
I mean, I'm not biased, but I thought it was good.
You know, son, you could be a real asshole. Okay. As you look at me when you say that shit. Yeah, so check me out on YouTube. I do have Facebook, but I don't really use that. You don't even have one.
No.
Instagram, it's still Gentleman Jugg. Twitter, still Gentleman Jugg.
What about OnlyFans?
All right. How do you know about OnlyFans? What? I'm asking a 16-year-old. Why would I not know that?
I heard about it from one of my friends.
I bet you did.
I mean, I didn't look it up. I just heard about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard about it from one of your quote unquote friends.
Yes. I mean, only them.
Only them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. We'll end it on that note. The fuck? Seriously. All right. I guess I gotta go have the talk again.
Uh-oh.
And we'll talk to you guys hopefully next week.
Yeah, so keep watching Jugg and Son. Or Son and Jugg.
I guess you'll work on that too. We'll workshop that.
Workshop.
Take it easy, y'all.